Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lisa and I'm crazy about perfumes. In this video, I'll talk about my December perfume tray. And isn't it crazy that we're looking at December? It feels like the year has zipped by, especially from July onwards. I'm doing things a bit differently for December. My December perfume tray will be the perfumes I've had the longest in my collection. I look at December as an opportunity to review the year that's gone and a time to reflect. And I think it's a good opportunity to try to use up my older fragrances. Usually my perfume trays are determined by the weather. The first one on my December perfume tray is Florabotanica by Balenciaga. This one is pretty much gone and it is my aim to finish this up before 2024 rolls around. Florabotanica has been discontinued, so it's quite hard to find, and in fact that was the reason I made sure I purchased it, because I didn't want to miss out. I have missed out in the past on perfumes which were discontinued before I could purchase them. Florabotanica is a 2012 release. It's unique in my collection and probably quite unique in the world of perfumery in that it has cannabis as a note. It also has mint, rose, and carnation. Florabotanica has been a big love of mine. I really enjoy wearing it. I think it's quite a fresh, green, sweet scent. It's a little light. This is an eau de parfum, but for me it performs more like an eau de toilette, and that has made it quite easy to wear as it's gotten warmer. In Brisbane, we've had quite hot days this week, and it's been almost cooling to wear a fragrance like this. Let's give it a spray. Oh my gosh, it's stunning. Oh, but now I feel a bit sad too because it's going to be gone soon. But that is the purpose of perfumes, to be worn, and I can't hold on to it too long because I don't want it to turn. It might affect how it is meant to smell if I don't use it up. Next is Peony by Dolce and Gabbana. Don't love this one. It's probably why it's not a bigger dent in this bottle. There's a note in here which turns quite brash on my skin quite soon after the first spray. So because of that, it's almost like I have to force myself to wear this perfume. Peony is a 2019 release. I had smelt it on a former co-worker and I made the mistake of not giving it enough time on my own skin, so I didn't actually smell the brashness until I started using it at home more regularly. Do love the bottle though. It's gorgeous with that flower lid, flower cap, the ribbon bow. Gorgeous bottle. There are others in the Dolce range, and this is the first and only one that I've had today. I'll be interested to try other Dolces. I know there have been recommendations from you in the past. I'll definitely look out for those, and thank you for those recommendations. And I'm going to say that I recall the initial spray is quite lovely. It was quite nice. It's a little candy. Today I'm getting more of a gourmand fragrance. That's my experience of Peony today. I might enjoy this a bit more than I had thought. And yes, it's another one I hope to increase the dent in quite significantly. This is a 50 ml eau de parfum, and for me it does perform like an eau de parfum. Next we have Paris Venice from Chanel's Les Eaux range. This is another one I don't particularly love. Paris Venice is a 2018 release and is considered an amber fragrance. I purchased this in store from the Chanel boutique, and I did try the other Les Eaux that were available at the time, and this was, I thought, my favorite. Les Eaux is a series of perfumes inspired by Coco Chanel's favorite travel destinations. I remember trying Paris, Edinburgh this year, and that one was quite an interesting fragrance, quite herby, green, spicy, and I might go back and try that one again. This is a 100 ml eau de toilette, but on me it performs more like a cologne, so when I do wear it, this one I use up to 10 sprays. It has notes of neroli, vanilla, and tonka. This is another bottle that I quite like. It almost reminds me of an alcohol flask. Let's give it a spray. There's something in this which makes me feel a little sad. There's that powderiness which is a little reminiscent of number 5, but there is something else. I don't know if it's the tonka. Yeah, it triggers sadness in me, and that's why I haven't got as big a dent in this fragrance as I would normally do, given how long I've had it. I do think it is quite good for our hot summer days here in Brisbane because of its lightness. So I'm definitely hoping to get some wear out of it. Even though I don't normally reach out for it, most of the time I do find myself in past summers reaching out for this one. And the last two are from the Body Shop. These are 100 ml body mist, fragrance mist, and I think I've gotten through them reasonably well. This is the older of the two and might be the oldest of the fragrances I'm using currently, and I love them, but I'm guessing you haven't really had a lot of super hot days, and that's why I haven't really been using these in the past summers. So in that way, I'm guessing I might get a lot more use of them in December, because we are expecting quite some super hot days, like mid 30 degrees Celsius and onwards, like we've had yesterday and today. And I quite like using watery scents, light scents. So for me, these are more cologne concentration. I like using light scents for those hot days where it's almost exhausting just to move around in the heat. And of these two, my favorite is Fijian Water Lotus. It's got an aquatic quality to it, which I really like. And if you are a fan of the Body Shop, you'll know that this is quite older packaging. Their current year Body Shop packaging doesn't look like this. It's a bit more plain. Let's give this one a spray. Gosh. Yeah, it's got that light sweetness to it. Watery, sweet, a little bit floral. Yeah, really an elegant fragrance, and for me, super easy to wear in the hot weather, which is the purpose of me having fragrance mists, body mists in my collection. Strawberry to me is a little sour initially. Yeah, it's a little sour, and it's a little more brash, whereas Fijian Lotus is sweet and elegant. This one is a little more almost harsh on the nose in the initial spray at any rate. And we're currently having lots of strawberries in Brisbane. Seems to have replaced mandarins as one of the more available fruits. I don't see any more mandarins in the supermarkets, and I've been eating lots of strawberries. They're one of my favorite fruits. But with strawberries, I've noticed it can vary wildly how good they are, and sometimes how good they look outside. When I cut them open, they don't look good at all. Like when they're almost too pale inside, that's usually a sign that they're not very sweet. Here they are all together, my December perfume tray, and I have chosen the perfumes I've had the longest in my collection, and coincidentally a number of them are actually quite perfect for our hot, humid Brisbane summers. So these 4 are quite light. These 4 here, this one is definitely a heavier fragrance, and I'm not sure how much wear I'll get out of it. I will try to wear this a bit this month, but it is a stronger concentration. What about you? What does December mean to you? Is it a time for reflection? Will you also be taking stock of your perfume collection like I'll be doing? Let me know in the comments. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here. I'm hoping to hit 500 subscribers sometime soon, as that opens up more options to me as a creator, more ways to engage with you on YouTube, which I'm really looking forward to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!